Shots fired 147 Maple Street. Requesting backup.
Code 3 response.
We have you surrounded.
Well, there's just something about the smell when breaking in new stuff, but more about this Cobalt Connects in a later video. So today we are here to talk about the HRT LBAC and all of that new goodness that it brings with it. I have used HRT stuff at work for the past couple years, and the new LBAC, or the load bearing adaptable carrier, is the latest version out from them. But they do sponsor the channel, and you deserve to know that. But they sponsor the channel because I reached out to them to get them to sponsor the channel because I like their gear, not the other way around. So what is LBAC? It is the load bearing adaptive carrier. Now this is going to be a lot more comfortable with a flexible inner chassis design than a traditional kind of just shoulder weight bearing plate carrier. It also has a composite stiffened inner cummerbund, which is going to help distribute the weight across that. Now that may sound like a lot, but when you've carried a lot of weight on a plate carrier system, including the level 4 plates itself, weight distribution becomes very important. Now, not only is the weight distribution very important, but the flexibility of this and how it moves with your body is also going to be important. And it's a little different again as well than traditional plate carriers, because of the inner design here. That shock corded chassis system lends itself very well to the flexibility of what you are doing out there, whether you're laying in the dirt, rolling around, especially if your buddy messes up the camera settings and you're laying on the ground for a little bit longer than you probably should have. And based on the design of that chassis system, it's also going to channel air very well up and down your back to help keep you cool out there in the range. That is especially important out here in Arizona in the hot summer days. We're having 110, 115 degree plus days. And it's really all about just staying cool out there in the range, not only with what you're doing, but also with what you're going to be wearing. And just like all of the HRT carriers, the LBAC is mission adaptable. So much like the rack you may have seen out there, they've got a ton of back and front placards. You can change this to your needs to be mission specific, run it slick, run it with everything in the world you want on there as far as the front and the back. And we'll get into some of those options and how I have mine set up in a minute, but it's really meant to be an adaptable piece of kit. The overall carrier is made of a 500 denier core Dura, which is Teflon coated. That is going to keep the weight down. It's going to keep the cost down, but it's also going to be durable enough to last you years. When we get into how this is made and how it's put together, all of the webbing and the Duraflex buckles here are going to be mil spec. So this is going to be that really good stuff that's going to last you a very long time. Now, when it comes to the stitching on this, all of these critical areas are going to be double or box stitched, and all stress areas are going to be bar tacked. This thing is covered in all over in multiple different places with that Velcro branded hook and loop. So you can put your patches, those placards on the front, the back, all of those things you want to carry with you out there. All of the zippers used here are YKK brand, and those are the best the market has to offer. Keeping with that adaptability, those zippers allow you to quickly remove and change panels on the back. You can also run this with or without those quick disconnect tubes on the shoulders. You can go to the straight strap design should you wish. You can also set this up for left or right-handed removal, donning and doffing if you're into using those terms, because those buckles are adjustable from side to side. You'll get pull tabs on all of the quick disconnect tubes there with a very nice rubberized material over them. When it comes to all of the pockets and the zippers, you're gonna get that braided 550 cord on there for all of the zipper pulls, which are gonna last and do everything you need them to do out there. And in the modern era of tubes and wires being routed everywhere, you're gonna get plenty of loop areas and some bungee loop areas to route your comm cables, your hydration tubes, or anything else you need. So no more Velcro strips or rubber band straps onto the MOLLE. this is gonna come ready to rock and roll with all of the tubes and electronic stuff you're gonna have on your carrier. And to give you a good idea of the adjustability and sizing of this, I'm 6'4", about 260 pounds, and this is the standard size carrier. So it may look a tad bit small on me, but that just goes to show you how adjustable this chassis system is for people across the size spectrum. Say the rack and you have some of those placards both front and back, and maybe your wife needs a plate carrier. This is a really good opportunity to buy her a gift back system. So she can get the rack and you can get yourself a new LBAC carrier, and it's just gonna be a win-win. No need to have to upgrade everything you want, and then she can build her kit how she wants it, just with the placards that she picks out online. And just like everything else HRT offers, has a lifetime warranty, so no worrying about blowing out the seams. All right, so let's talk about how I have mine set up, why I've used this at work, and why I wanted HRT to be a sponsor of the channel. So up front on mine, I like to run the Maximus placard. The reason I like to run this is because it gives me so much in a pretty slim package. I get 2 pockets that have a lot of division in them and ability to carry all kinds of stuff out there. I get triple mag carrier in between the pocket and the plate carrier, and then I get a pouch on either side, left and right, for a magazine or something like a multi-tool. Moving into the back side, I like the Hydromax panel. This just opens up so many options. You can get everything in there from your bladder, breaching tools, rain gear, extra kit, your buddy's gear that he left somewhere that you're trying to hide from him, your lickies and chewies, your gummy bears, your Snickers bars, and most importantly, an extra pair of socks and underwear. It leaves you with options and room for expansion. So why did I choose HRT, and why do I have it set up the way that I do? I chose it because it was an adaptable system, and there are other ones out there. This is just another option. And I chose it because I could live with the cost. It seemed to be very durable, and I could build it over time. So once I got my initial setup, I could determine what I wanted. Did I want a full front placard? Did I run one slick? Did I want to run triple mags? Did I want that Hydromax? And then if I didn't like something, it wasn't too big of a hit. It's not like I had to buy it all at once as a massive kit. And having worn the HRT carrier for a few years now and having it thrown around in my car and out on the range, everything that I do with it, it's lasted, and I've referred it out to a ton of friends and people at work and people that just want a good quality plate carrier that's not gonna break the bank and it's gonna last a very long time. So for those reasons, not too long ago, I did reach out to HRT. I asked them to sponsor the channel, which they did. Thank you very much. And they did send this LBAC right here and all the stuff out to the channel for testing. Like I said up front, sponsor of the channel, but that didn't change my opinion on it. I literally trust my life to it almost every single day. Well, that is the basics of the new LBAC carrier. You're probably gonna see this thing a lot when I'm out there on the range and stuff, and when I continue to do my instructor series. So I started this a couple years ago, but because of everything that went on, I wasn't able to travel a lot. But my goal is to get to a bunch more training classes all over the US and kind of do videos on those courses, so you have a really good idea of where you can go if you're in that area and who to spend your hard-earned money on when you are looking for good, solid training. Well, that is what I have for you all today. Huge thank you to HRT for sponsoring the channel and sending this out. Massive thank you to all of my Patreons. Could not do all of this stuff here without you. And just to everybody out there on YouTube for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. We're about to pass 100,000 here. It might actually happen on the 4th of July, which would just be absolutely awesome to have the channel pass 100,000 or hit 100,000 on the 4th of July. Just a day of love for the country that we are all about here. I think that would be really cool. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Let's make this happen on the 4th of July. That would literally just make my year, my month, because that is a very special day to many of us out there that have served, and it should be to every single American. And with that being said, you get out there, enjoy some life, love your family, have fun this weekend, and remember, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. I will see you all on the next one.